Well, my friends, it's 50%. Why?
This song is made on GarageBand for the means I stole it from Beauty Buy and used it for 10%. Okay, I got this new toy and it's meant to do a face track, but it just fucking doesn't.
Apparently this one gimbal just decides to not work. But I don't know. If this is something you like, if this is something you want to see moving forward, I'd be glad to see if I can actually get it to work. Oh, and now it's just tracking my mouth. Oh my. This is bad.
Sir, may I remind you that you've been awake for nearly 72 hours?
So my friends, this is the halfway point of 2021. Great. But we've got multiple different stories to listen to today and watch and enjoy, so I hope you like it. And the first story is not going to be easy. So, Scott Cawthon. I have to be very careful with this story. It's not just that I'm treading on eggshells, it's also that the eggshells are made of glass and they're on top of mines, and I'm in an earthquake. This is how dangerous this is for me right now. But still, I'll persist. Scott Cawthon, the creator of Five Nights at Freddy's, was recently in a bit of controversy this month due to the fact that he had some information about him leaked. This information showed that he was a supporter of the Republican Party in the American government. To be fair, I'm an Australian, I don't know anything about this. I don't even know about Australian politics. All I know about Australian politics is that ScoMo shat himself in McDonald's and the NBN is horrible, but oh well. But the reason this was an issue was because of one simple thing. When it comes to supporting these parties, he decided to donate some money to some of these political parties. And the heads of these parties were anti-LGBTQ. Some people believe that he was deliberately trying to donate funds to causes that would discriminate against LGBT people. Now, is it possible that some of that money may have gone to that point? Possibly. But that wasn't the point of it in the first place. Now here's the issue. When it comes to things like this on the internet, you always see the extremes of both sides. You'll see a lot of people online say, oh, the LGBT were mad. That's just not necessarily the case. It's really wrong just to say that the LGBTQ people are all like this one conglomerate that all think and say the same thing. They're all individual. And now I know what you're thinking. You're saying, thank you, straight white male, for describing personality and free will.
You can't keep getting away with it!
But what we saw was probably the worst of the worst. Scott Cawthon was then doxxed, threatened, attacked, and it got to the point where he effectively called it quits. He put out a statement, originally saying about who he was and what his belief systems were. He talks about how he was a Christian, the reasons behind what he did. It made you feel crap, honestly. Because this is a guy who you've seen for years and you've looked up to as a creator. And not just a creator, but someone who would lead a whole community. It was, I don't know, it was sad. And just to see the community turn on him, it really sucked. Now, it is kind of ironic to see underneath Scott Cawthon's post, you see this.
Can we stop throwing shit because everyone's gonna go home?
As I said, it brings out the worst of people in both sides, because the truth is people are very passionate about their beliefs, and that's fair enough. But it comes out on one person, all of this. So is it the right thing to do? It's a way deeper question than just some commentary YouTuber can answer in one sitting. Now, I know it's a very petty thing to say, it's a bit of a dumb thing to say, but oh no, what happens to the Five Nights at Freddy's games? From what I know, it is now under the control of Steel Wool, the company that Scott was working with, which is fair enough. They haven't been doing too badly at all when it comes to their games. They've been doing really well. But it won't be the same. That's just the truth of it. It really won't be. That was depressing. Let's move on to the next story.
Oh, yeah!
Now, I'm kind of walking away. My eyes, I need a break. My eyes are sore. Hi. How's it going? Ooh, spooky. Oh, wow, I need to shave. Tomothy, is it not? Ah, I lost the camera track again. I swear I've had to restart the tracking in my face at least 5 times at this point, but oh well! If you guys in the comments like this whole tracking thing, I don't know, I just thought it would kind of like reminisce of an actual tracking camera in like a comedy show or something, but it's not working at all. Can I go down here? Hello? Hi? So, Thomas, is it not? So what has Tommy done this time? Nothing. To be completely frank with you, nothing. We have entered the midst of a new time in YouTube history where fans attack the creators instead of loving them. In fact, they attack them because they love them. You see, fans now expect more from their creators. They don't just expect the creators to create, they expect creators to maintain them on an emotional level. If you join the site, you are no longer a YouTuber. You are now a boyfriend. And that's what we don't want to see on YouTube. Though the best efforts of many people to try and quelch this dumb idea that everyone's in a happy, loving relationship with each other on YouTube, there are still people that remain that have to ruin it. Many people such as Moist Critical, or Jay Schlatt, or what's his face? The dude who did the really long stream. I know his name. What's his name? The very long streamy man. Very long stream. Mississippi. Very long. Many people like that have talked about this whole idea that we are in a parasocial relationship, that we should care about our fans. The truth is we don't know you. Now, why that might sound harsh, it's just the truth of it. You're 1 in a million, yes, but you are one of a million people that almost seem identical behind a screen. That's not what the Dream SMP community believe. They all believe that their creators are in love. They believe that Tommy Innit is the Bachelor, and all the bachelorettes in the palace are Dream fan artists.
Anika.
And I get it, it's another commentary YouTuber talking about the Dream SMP and stands, like, what, a zoo's gonna start keeping animals, or are vegans start gonna be annoying? Like, yeah, I get it, it's an overdone thing. But it's important that we lay that groundwork because it shows how ridiculous this next thing is. Tommy Innit suggested that Jay Schlatt was a good person. Why is it tracking my neck? Tommy Innit publicly announced that maybe Jay Schlatt isn't a bad person, to which people got mad at him. How dare a content creator like another content creator? Now there may be some reasons to why this all started. Maybe it was because of Jay Schlatt's possibly horrendous comments in the past. Maybe it was due to the fact that Jay Schlatt was the villain on the Dream SMP. I really hope that's not, but it's rather possible these days. Why are you looking over there? That's better. And people decide to cancel him over liking Jay Schlatt as a human being. Great. A 16-year-old. 17? I believe he's 17 now. And not just that, during Pride Month, Tommy asked to be educated, and they cancelled him more for being a homophobe. I hate people. As I said in the last story, these aren't the general people, these are the extremists. But when the extremists are this vocal, there's an issue. And here's the funnest part. Tommy ended up going to therapy, and instead of sympathizing with their beloved creator, they bullied him! They said, you don't deserve to go into therapy. This is my favorite screenshot here, by the way. This is somebody playing the victim after hating victims. You see why I hate this community. Now, I don't really watch Tommy Innit's content, but he's a pretty funny kid. He's a funny, lively kid. Some people find him annoying, so you should subscribe to him. Like, he's just a kid who wants to be a YouTuber, just like me. And he bloody got that opportunity, but at the worst cost, and that was the cost of his mental state. Do you think that's fair? Anyway, here's a bonus Dream SMP story before we go into our last story of today. Dream put out a tweet at the beginning of June saying that he'd donate every piece of money from his streams to Pride Month charities. What a good guy. He didn't stream, but except he did stream the last day of Pride Month on an alt account with donations off. So, he's either a mad homophobic troll or a Christian. I'm a Christian. You might say, why doesn't he like alt people? Well, it's because he started taking his normal pills way too much and now it's just gotten to his head. Anyway, last story of today because I am hating this camera.
Scenes. I'm not going to show you the facts and the evidence because I'm 29 fucking years old.
fuck all of these people for what they've done to me. And for them to be tweeting right now, I'm playing the victim, I am the fucking victim.
Well, I can get to the piano though. That's kind of cool.
I call this song Dream SMP. Shut the fuck up.
Okay, our last story today, Gabbie Hanna. So you know in Loki, the new hit Disney TV show, how Loki is taken into the Time Variant Authority and he's told that he needs to chase down a variant, a menace to the timeline itself, but not just that, this menace is himself. And after tracking this second Loki down in episode 2, he finds out at the end that this Loki is a woman. There's an alternate version of himself, but it's a woman? But it doesn't end here, my friend. It doesn't end here, of course not. Because this analogy now stretches to Old Faithful. I, as a commentary YouTuber, have to take down the menaces of the internet. I'm blowing my own horn. I, as a commentary YouTuber, have to take down the menaces to the internet. But hey, but then when I find this menace, I realize it's a lot more like myself than I originally thought. Gabbie Hanna. But Nemo, how is Gabbie Hanna anything like you? Here's a fun little bit of trivia for you. Gabbie Hanna is a massive Bo Burnham stan. And not just that, she pretended to date him on Facebook for years. And not just that, she ripped off his entire book. Made her very alike.
Nick. Probably hanging out with Nick. I hate that guy so much. Nick! Why?
What's Gabbie Hanna done now? Because this has genuinely infuriated me, this Bo Burnham thing. Like, I probably wouldn't have talked about this if I didn't find out about the Bo Burnham thing, but that was years ago, so I can't talk about it now. What has Gabbie Hanna done? Everything, apparently! Everything in her power to annoy people. So I decided to sit down and watch a new video by I decided to watch the new video by Joey Graceffa. That's a cool name, to be completely honest. Bye, Gabbie! Toodles. It's called Gabbie Hanna Needs to Stop, and it lost the face. Now, I sat down and watched this entirely, and it wasn't fun. I just want to make it clear that at no point today I decided that I actually was willing to watch a 16-minute video talking about Gabbie Hanna, but, you know, this is the price for being famous, I guess. There was Gabbie's treatment of her fellow co-workers. There was Gabbie's treatment of the staff on set. There was her quite literally breaking the law and not thinking anything of it. But let me just watch. But just let me show you my reaction to all of this.
Up and then having to be a mom and then coming to set the next day and doing.
I feel like I've just started playing like the third installment of a video game with no prior knowledge of the characters or anything.
Being on set of a production that's millions of dollars and having all this pressure is.
Once again, I'm a commentary YouTuber. I watch commentary videos. I don't see drama with the YouTubers I like. Like the biggest dramas I see are Will and E tore George Memulus's Pokemon card.
Well, oh, Will, I swear to God. Why? No, you owe me 30 quid now.
Sorry, Digimon.
Because of what you did to me.
I will admit that it is annoying how he says that with his like his glistening teeth. Now you see how it has the robot there. I don't think Gabbie Hanna being a robot is the best description because robots are meant to be programmed with the 3 rules, which say that if they can't do anything to harm another human. Gabbie loves harming other humans. She's nowhere near a robot.
ADHD is the biggest reason that you acted the way you did on set. But just so you know, half the cast had ADHD and did not act in the way that you did. So I'm sorry, but that is not an excuse.
Jeez, can we just not? Are we in year 7? Are we really in year 7?
That, hey, Gabbie is refusing to work under the contract that she signed, and that she needs to show up on set, and the...
Wait, if you sign a contract to say you'll do something and then you just don't do it, that's not just YouTube drama, that's illegal. That is illegal. Offer, consideration, intention to be legally bound, acceptance. What are you doing? This isn't just YouTube drama. Sewer.
causing so much chaos that we just needed to get rid of her. Now, there have been some cases where we do scripted death.
And look, you don't even need to just kill her off the show. Kill her. People with ADHD, we don't act like that. Yeah. Yeah, straight up you don't. In fact, you're actually nice people. See, I didn't enjoy any of that. But yeah, Gabbie Hanna bad, Nemo good. That's the only thing we need to remember from this story. Anyway, my friends, I think that'll be it for 50%. Thank goodness. If you enjoyed this, smash like, I don't know, the cool YouTuber stuff. Smash that like button. I don't care. If you enjoyed, subscribe, and I'll see you in 60%. And even better, I'll see you in the next one.